Sagittarius, welcome back to the channel. Monica Love here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from the 22nd to the 28th of November. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Sagittarius, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so Sagittarius, your challenge is the Eight of Pentacles, and your important message here is I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Okay, I dedicate myself to what I believe in. That's your challenge. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so your biggest challenge here is to be open to working on something, being open to dedicating yourself to something that you really truly believe in. Okay, so the message here for you is what is it that you truly believe in? We're going to find out more when we clarify. In the recent past, you have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. I'm really strongly getting here in the recent past, a lot of you felt stuck in some sort of situation where you felt like you weren't being supported. You felt like, people just wanted to maybe, take advantage of the situation here with you in the recent past. I'm also getting a lot of you were very uncertain about a love connection, a love offer that came into your life. And you may have felt at one point that you were really feeling stuck, like you couldn't really release yourself from this in the recent past. Okay, we're going to find out more when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Fool, the Four of Pentacles, and the Devil. So I feel like in the present moment, a lot of you are going to be experiencing a brand new beginning. And it's going to come to a point, and this may even be happening for you in the present moment, where you are being called to take a risk on something here. It says, I am guided and protected on my life journey. So this whole entire experience, Sagittarius, that you've been going through is part of this journey that you're on. However, a lot of you are still connected to something here that's holding you back, okay? Something toxic, devil energy, and you're still holding on to it. Okay, so Spirit may be telling you in the present moment that it's time for you to possibly release something here. Okay, we're going to find out more when we clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Emperor, the Ten of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. A major cycle that's been very difficult for you for quite some time is finally going to be coming to an end. And I see you stepping into this energy, Sagittarius, of stability. Okay, we're going to find out more when we clarify. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords, the Empress, Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Magician, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so what you don't see coming is the fact that a lot of you failed recently in the past. There's something that you failed, or something here didn't work out, and it's been bothering you ever since this happened. I feel like a lot of you are going to have a second chance, especially when it comes to an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's something here where either you've withdrawn yourself or this person has withdrawn themselves. Could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm getting here. Taurus is very strong. Aries is here. A decision was made in the past that I feel like a lot of you didn't want this decision to be made, but it was kind of something that happened outside of your control, and it led to some sort of failure in your life. Okay, so there was some sort of failure that happened, and I feel like this devastated you. And ever since this failure happened, Sagittarius, a lot of you have felt like nothing has been growing in your life. You've been feeling like things haven't been working out. Now, what I can tell you is that South Node is going to be moving out of your sign, okay? Sun, Moon, or Rising. So whenever the South Node is touching very important aspects, points in our charts, like the Sun, the Moon, the Rising, it really affects our capacity to really overcome karma and things that really need to be worked through in this lifetime. So I feel like a lot of you are going to have a chance to really get past this, especially because it's been a very difficult situation for you, okay? Primarily what you don't see coming is that someone here is going to come back to you. There's going to be an opportunity to maybe resolve something here with the Six of Swords in reverse that maybe you thought was really never possible, okay? So this is what you don't see coming. All right, so let's get into your reading. Let's clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, Eight of Pentacles, is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with someone here who's been on and off with you, okay? This is somebody who at one moment they're there, the next minute they're not, on and off. And a lot of you may want to work things out with this person. You want to dedicate yourself to this person, but a lot of you may be feeling, especially now, that it's time for you to disconnect from the situation. Now, this could be a situation that you need to disconnect from because it's not emotionally fulfilling you. It could be something that's draining you, and it could be a signal, Sagittarius, that it's time for you to really focus on your happiness. Nine of Cups. You know, a lot of you may feel guilty focusing on yourself or giving to yourself. Okay, but Spirit is saying your challenge has a lot to do with you recognizing when something's working and when something is not working. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you need to decide. This is not something I can decide for you, but your challenge here has a lot to do with determining what's good for you. Okay, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. If somebody around you is not stable and you feel drained, then you need to determine if you need to walk away. Some of you may decide to walk away from this situation, and it may be very difficult for you to do that, but that may be what is required in order for you to have the fulfillment and happiness that you need within yourself. Because if you're not happy with yourself or you're not happy in your circumstance, the only person who has the power to change that is you, not anybody else, regardless of their behavior towards you, okay? So this is your challenge. This is what I'm seeing. Let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Strength, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So for many of you in the recent past, I feel like a lot of you felt stuck, okay? You may have felt like you were giving to somebody, while they maybe weren't giving anything to you. There's something here about something not being stable. And I feel like in the past you were stuck in some sort of situation that really called you to become independent, financially independent, to focus on, you know, some of you even may have started a business here in the past. Okay, or maybe you were pushed into starting your own business because you wanted to release yourself from some sort of situation. Tell me more about the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's very clear to me in the recent past, a lot of you either experienced someone walking away from you, disconnecting from you. This is someone that maybe you have children with, or it could be somebody that you have memories with. It doesn't have to be children, but it could be memories. I feel like in the recent past, you know, this person disconnected, or you disconnected from the situation, and then a new opportunity came up. There was a new opportunity here in the past, although there was some sort of rejection or someone here wasn't 100% interested, okay? So it's almost like you believe, Sagittarius, that your life was going to go into one direction and everything changed and moved into a new direction for you, okay? Now, in the present moment, I feel like you're being called to take a risk, okay? It could be a risk on a new beginning, maybe an investment here. We're going to find out when we clarify. But first, I want to talk about this situation that you're attached to. There's something in your life in the present moment. This has a lot to do with your challenge, because your challenge is the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups is there with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like a lot of you are dealing with somebody here in the present moment who, there's something about them. They draw you in. They make you feel good, but there's something toxic about this situation. Now, it doesn't have to be an actual physical person. It could be a location that you're in. It could be a job that you're in. There's something in your life that you're holding on to. It says, I trust I'm always safe and protected. So a lot of you are having a difficult time disconnecting from this situation, even though it's not good for you, because you're comfortable. There's something here about feeling comfortable. And that's why the Fool is here, because you're being called to take a risk. So what is this devil energy? Why is it here in the present moment? The devil is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the World. One thing that you need to know in the present moment that I think is like really important for you to know, Sagittarius, hopefully you've watched up until this point. I'm really strongly getting here that for many of you, there's going to be a very tough cycle that's coming to an end. And I think a lot of you are realizing, whether this is a person, place, whatever, apply it to your situation, it's taken a very long time for this situation to end, and it looks like it is going to come to an end. Okay, something here that's been toxic, holding you back, and you've wanted to free yourself from this for such a long time, but you've been holding on to it. Why do you continue to hold on to this situation? Tell me, what's the important message here about this? So the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Moon, and the Three of Swords. Okay, so I feel like the reason why a lot of you are not giving up on this situation as quickly is because there's something here that you hold very true to your heart, very dear to your heart, and it would be very painful for you to let go of this situation. It would almost devastate you if you let go of this situation. So I feel like right now in the present moment, there is a huge challenge that a lot of you are going through because the South Node is moving away from your Sun, your Moon, or your rising. It's almost like you're being forced to kind of disconnect from something here that you know isn't good for you, but you don't want to. Okay, so what is this new beginning all about for you in the present moment? So the Fool is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Star. So I feel like in the present moment, a lot of you are going to receive some sort of offer or opportunity that is really connected to healing, which is really connected to your future, but a lot of you are closed off to it. Okay, so you have to ask yourself this question, Sagittarius. If you want growth and you want to move to the next level, you need to identify why you're still holding on to something in the present moment that you know is already coming to an end, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here in the present moment. Let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands. What is this cycle, this really, I feel like it's a traumatic cycle that you've been through, especially with the South Node there. I feel like it is coming here to an end for you. What is this situation that's coming to an end? Ten of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So I feel like in the near future for many of you, there is going to be an ending when it comes to some sort of person or situation that you don't trust, okay? So for many of you, you've been around someone, or you've been dealing with someone here where things have not been 100% transparent. And a lot of you I see in the near future, you're going to say enough is enough. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is someone who says, you know what? I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. I'm going to stand up for what's right. I'm going to do what is good for me. A lot of you are choosing to end a very tough cycle. You finally decide to end this tough cycle, and I see you healing. And what that leads to is you're finally going to receive that offer of love that you've been wanting, okay? You're going to finally receive that job offer that you've wanted. It says, I am sure of my place in the world. There's been a very long, tough cycle, Sagittarius, where you've questioned, you know, your livelihood. You've questioned who you are. You've questioned what your purpose is. All of that, that's all going to change because you've needed to go through these hardcore lessons and experience in order for you to be able to come to a place of feeling empowered by your choices, because you're the only one in your life that can choose what's good for you. Nobody can force you to do anything that you don't want to do. Okay. That's the bottom line. So at the end of the day, you know, in the near future, a lot of you are going to realize that by ending some sort of cycle, it's going to lead to what? Stability, and it's going to lead to what you've always wanted. But you have to be the one that's willing to take action to make that happen, okay? And I feel like you're going to stand up for what it is that you want here in the near future, okay? So let's get some advice for you. Okay, so your advice here is the Nine of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the King of Swords. So your advice here is to, how do I put this? You have two options here, okay? You have two significant options here. And the options are to step into your power, which is the King of Swords. It says, I trust my ability to make strategic decisions. There's a decision that has to be made. If you look at the Hanged Man and the Nine of Cups, these are two very different energies. The Nine of Cups is someone who is very focused on fulfilling themselves, self-satisfaction, self-love, sometimes a little bit of overindulgence. And the Hanged Man is someone who doesn't take action. There's somebody who always is in this dream state. That's why the Hanged Man is associated with the sign of Pisces, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune and it is the sign of illusions. So a lot of you need to cut through some sort of illusions in your life, okay? You need to be honest with yourself. You need to cut through the illusions with the Hanged Man here. Look at a situation in your life from a different perspective. Do not just be emotional when it comes to this decision making. Be very logical, okay? By you really cutting through the illusions, the dishonesty, the truth, getting to the truth, that's what's going to lead you to happiness and satisfaction, Nine of Cups. But you have to be in the King of Swords energy. This is your advice. You need to cut through illusions, cut through the nonsense that's happening. And that's what's going to prepare you and lead you to this place of feeling happy and fulfilled within yourself. Once you feel happy and fulfilled within yourself, Sagittarius, that's when a tough cycle is going to come to an end, and you're going to be able to find the stability and the love, or that secure job that you've wanted, or starting that business that you want. That's when it's going to happen for you. But it all starts with you, King of Swords. Cut through the nonsense. Okay, that's your advice. So Sagittarius, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.